All right, let's get right into it. We are talking about a massive shift that's happening right now in the world of product management. I mean, a change so fundamental, it's pretty much redefining the entire role from the ground up. And it all kicks off with one kind of uncomfortable question. What if the career path you've been working so hard on, all the skills you've been building, the very job you're aiming for, for a lot of aspiring and even current product managers, that's the reality we're staring down. The traditional role is evolving faster than anyone expected, and what's replacing it is something that, honestly, most people still don't fully grasp. So, to really get a handle on where we're going, we first have to rewind the clock and understand where we've been. Let's start with the original role of a product manager, or PM. So, meet Amit. Picture it, it's 2005, and he's a PM. His world, his entire job, revolves around coordination. He's basically the bridge between what the business wants and what engineering builds. He gathers requirements, writes these long, detailed documents, and his primary measure of success? It's super simple. Did we ship the feature on time? That was it. That was the whole job. But then, of course, the world changed. You had this explosion of startups, mobile apps, big data. All of it demanded more. Just shipping features wasn't going to cut it anymore. And this led to the first major evolution of the role. Product managers had to evolve from being coordinators into being strategists. The key question completely shifted from, did we ship it, to, did it actually improve our business outcomes? PMs started running A/B tests, digging into metrics, and making these tough strategic trade-offs. Now, what's really interesting here is that for a long time, this felt like the peak, like this was the final form of product management. But it wasn't. And then, around 2023, powerful AI models became available to literally everyone, and suddenly, every company on the planet got the same memo. We need AI in our product now. And this created a completely new kind of challenge. And this is the absolute core of the problem, right? If every single company can access the same powerful AI models and just plug them into their products, how do you stand out? How do you win? I mean, adding a chatbot or an AI summary feature isn't a real advantage anymore. It's just table stakes. This very problem is what's forcing the third, and I'd argue the most significant evolution in product management. It demands a completely new way of thinking, and you guessed it, a new kind of product manager. This brings us to the most crucial point of all. The fundamental question has changed. We're moving away from a feature-first mindset. The most important question an AI PM can ask today isn't about building some static feature. It's all about designing a dynamic learning system. Let's see how this actually plays out. A traditional PM might say, hey, let's build a recommendation feature. Okay, fine. But an AI PM, let's call her Kavya, she asks a totally different set of questions. She's thinking about the system. What signals from a user tell us what they really want? What data should the system remember to get smarter over time? She isn't just shipping a feature, she's designing an intelligence. And we have to be crystal clear about this distinction. An AI product manager is not just someone who uses AI tools to write documents faster. That's just being more productive. An AI PM is someone who actually takes ownership for designing the AI systems themselves. You see, using AI is a tool. Designing AI is a craft. So this huge shift creates a really clear fork in the road for anyone in this field. Right now, there are 3 distinct types of product managers emerging, and the path you choose is pretty much going to define your career over the next 5 years. So first, you've got the traditional PM, still focused on coordinating and writing docs. Their career risk is high because, let's be honest, AI can automate a lot of that work. Second is the AI using PM. This person leverages tools to be more productive. That's better, for sure, but the risk is still medium because anyone can learn to use tools. And finally, you have the AI product manager. Their value is in designing intelligent systems, and that role is not easily replaced. So, how do you actually become an AI product manager? Well, it really boils down to 4 key skills. First, you have to understand the core loop of how these systems work, how they learn from data. That's what lets you do the second part. To think in signals, to identify which user actions are truly meaningful. Third, you've got to design the feedback loops that let the system learn and improve from those signals. And finally, and this is maybe the most important, you have to protect user trust. That means knowing the system's limits and when to bring a human into the loop. These are the foundations for designing intelligent systems. Okay, so let's look at how this all plays out in the future. This isn't just some hypothetical trend. It's a very clear trajectory that is going to reshape the job market over the next few years. By 2026, AI is just going to be a normal part of building products. No big deal. By 2028, we'll start to see those traditional PM roles really decline. And by 2030, the very title product manager will just assume you're AI native. The job isn't disappearing, it's just becoming something completely new. And this just sums up the whole journey perfectly. The first evolution was all about shipping features. The second was about driving outcomes. This third evolution, it's about designing intelligence itself. If you're still preparing for that first wave, you're going to struggle. If you're preparing for the second, you might survive. But if you prepare for this third one, you're going to lead. So I'll leave you with that one transformative shift in thinking. The next time you're in a planning meeting, just stop and ask that question. Because the AI models and the tools are going to change constantly. But the need for someone to decide what matters, what creates value, and what builds trust, that will always be the job of a great product manager, an architect of learning systems.